Alrighty, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Season 4, Episode 37 of Hit the Books, podcast all about sports betting, the best bets you should be taking and everything surrounding sports. This week, we're deep into the NHL playoffs with NHL and NBA playoffs with the conference finals happening, wrapping up here this week. Got some injuries out of the NHL and some MLB news to tie up the week. But let's jump into this week's episode with Huff and Mackie, who are here with me this week. Huff, start us off. What do you got for us this week?
Yep, pretty good week in sports. Obviously, basketball looks like we're could get two possible 5-game series. I'm hoping one of these can Mackie, mostly your Knicks. I don't think the Wolves have a chance tonight, but I'm hoping we could get some longer series in the NBA before the NBA finals. But hockey, same thing. Looks like the Oilers and Panthers are going to wrap things up. I said the Panthers were going to do it in 4. Whenever I did a live stream on Monday, they obviously lost that game. I think it was 3-0, but yeah, I think all these series could be wrapped up in 5.
Yeah, I hear that. We'll jump into some of those series here soon. Mackie, what do you got for us here for this week?
Yeah, surprising we get these conference finals in both leagues, and they're kind of washes so far. A few of them I wouldn't count out yet. I wouldn't count out the Stars necessarily, even though I think the Oilers win in 5, and obviously I'm still gonna have some faith in my Knicks, but I think OKC has it pretty much locked up, and I think the Panthers would have to do some really really bad shit to blow that one.
Yeah, definitely some lopsided series here in the conference finals in each of these leagues. But let's jump into our power rankings here for the NHL. Just 4 teams remain here. So the Carolina Hurricanes at number 4, the Dallas Stars at 3, the Edmonton Oilers at 2, and the Panthers at 1 as we get into some of these series here. Let's start out with the Eastern Conference Finals. Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes. Game here tonight with the Panthers leading the series 3-1. Hurricanes backs against the wall. Do they extend the series to 6, or does it end here in 5 in Carolina tonight? Sam Reinhart, AJ Greer, defenseman Nico Mikkola,
Nikola.
all expected to return from injury here tonight for the Panthers. What are you guys' thoughts on this series?
I'm gonna take the Canes tonight on their home ice. I'm not gonna say they're gonna make this a series. I guess you could say 3-2 is a series, but to win 2 straight is just enough for them. Panthers ended on their home ice, I think, but Canes got one under the belt. They did this last year with the Rangers too. Rangers went up 3-0. Canes won back to back, made it 3-2. And then Rangers won game 6. I think that's gonna be the same thing that happens in this series.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bet it, but I'd lean on the Hurricanes here too. Same thing. I think Panthers win it in the
Can't bet it.
next game at home. Yeah, I'm not bet.
Can't
I
bet on
won't
this
bet against
team.
the Panthers.
Can't bet on it. No way.
Tough one there.
Plus
If this
105. That's a decent price. I mean, they
On
suck in the
on home
playoffs,
ice
but
facing elimination, I mean,
yeah,
plus 105, it's a
yeah,
great price, but I mean, just looking at history, there's no way you can bet on this Hurricanes team.
Yeah, definitely a tough series there. Here, like all these at three series leads 3-1. Oh, this if this one gets extended to 6, game 6 on Saturday. But let's jump into the Western Conference Finals here. Edmonton Oilers, Dallas Stars, game 5 here Thursday night in Dallas. Edmonton leads the series 3-1. Same question here. Does this one stick at 5, or does it get extended to 6 for a game in Edmonton? What are your guys' thoughts?
Mikey, what do you think here?
I think Dallas is pretty much dead. The only reason I said that I wouldn't count them out yet is because that roster is just unbelievable. They have the best goaltender that's left in the playoffs.
They've
But,
really only dominated that third period of in game 1.
yeah. No, yeah, 100%. I just think, the way the Oilers are playing, they're on a mission again. I've been saying Florida's gonna go back to back, and I've been saying we're gonna get Oilers
Yeah,
Florida. But, the way the Oilers are playing, I can't see anyone beating them. I know that Florida plays a completely different game as Dallas. It's more
yeah, I know what
bully
you mean.
bully ball, get under their skin, do all the right things, and pop in those tough goals. But, I mean, the way the Oilers are playing is just unbelievable right now. I can't really see anyone beating them.
Yeah, I'll probably stick. You did say Florida and Edmonton, so I'll let you. I mean, you can pick either side. You called that, but I would lean on Florida if that. I mean, it's looking like that's gonna be the matchup. But I like Edmonton to close this out in 5.
I don't wanna see Edmonton win. I really wanna see, with the frustration McDavid goes through, I kinda want him all out of that market. The Rangers are definitely a name in that market, getting Connor McDavid. Not gonna say we're going to, but I think if he wins a cup, he's
He's
more
not
prone
going
to
anywhere.
stay,
Yeah,
obviously, yeah. But, I mean, they're just playing after what happened last year, coming back from 3-0, the frustration that they had, the way that he and Draisaitl are playing right now. But Zach Hyman is out for the rest of the playoffs, so that's a huge loss as
I
well.
was just gonna say that, yeah.
Could be a decision maker or deciding factor right there. But I'm gonna go Oilers to win it all as of right now. Check back next week.
Yeah, Zach Hyman was on my next point here, but another one, Adam Lowry likely out for the start of next season after the Winnipeg Jets captain had hip surgery on Tuesday. Jets said the 32-year-old forward will need 5 to 6 months of rehabilitation, is expected to make a full recovery, but a tough loss there for the Jets. Just hate to see that.
I didn't even
Um,
know he was a captain.
yeah. He's been a captain
Yeah.
for a few years, actually.
Everyone
I
always
guess.
thinks it's like Scheifele or
Yeah, I did think it was Shifley.
But we got two good, all right series here in the NHL. Hopefully, a very good Stanley Cup final in the NHL. But let's jump forward here to the NBA here with our power rankings. Just 4 teams remain here, as we're also in the conference finals for the NBA. Coming in at number 4, we have Mackey's New York Knicks. Number 3, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Number 2, the Indiana Pacers. And number 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not much to say about that, but let's jump into the Western Conference here. Oklahoma City Thunder, 3-1 series lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves with a game tonight in OKC heading into Game 5. How do we see the Western Conference final play out in the NBA between the Thunder and the Timberwolves?
I love the Timberwolves. I think this series is over tonight. What's the spread? 8,
8.5.
9? Yeah, I think they cover that.
You think they cover it?
I think OKC covers it. I think Minnesota's dead.
Huff, I want to hear about your boy Ant. Do you have anything to say about his lack of performance in this
I don't
series?
understand. Yeah, I don't understand what their game plan is. If that's him, it can't be the coach because that's what got you there.
It's him. It's got to be. He
Yeah,
calls the
I don't
shots.
know.
He does what he wants.
I don't like it. They have not looked good. OKC is really good. They probably should have won it or at least gotten there last year. People thought we were getting Celtics Thunder for the past 2 years. This Thunder team is very good. You can't really argue it. They're definitely the best team left. I'm excited if we get Pacers Thunder. I think that'll be a cool finals. No one expected that, but we'll see what happens.
OKC in 4, but I'm not knocking OKC at all. I'm not saying that's why Ant's playing. I'm doing what he's doing. I mean, he had 2 shots at half in a must-win situation. You're on your home floor, Game 4. You're down 2-1. You lose that game, you go back to OKC down 3-1, 9-point underdogs. Season's over. Series is over.
Yeah, they're done.
You have two shots at half. 2 shots at half as the best player. I don't think there's any excuse for that. I think.
Nikhil Walker and your boy DiVincenzo.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, that's the main thing about that game last game is that you get the supporting cast from Nikhil Alexander Walker, who had 20 plus.
If Van has like 25 or 30, that's a whole different game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying is that you get the supporting numbers from DiVincenzo, who was like 8 for 10 from the field. He hit like 6 threes. You have Nikhil Alexander Walker doing his thing. Julius Randle had 6 points, I think. And you have Ant shooting the ball 12 times in a basically elimination game. I just think that's I don't know what that is about Ant. I don't really want to shit on him because of what he's obviously able to do. But I mean,
the crazy thing is he played that bad and they lost by 2. I mean, it was in Minnesota, but
yeah.
they needed to win that
That's
game.
what I'm
The
saying
series
is that
over.
he needs to step up in a game like that. Now he doesn't need 25 points from DiVincenzo, 25 points from Nikhil Alexander Walker. You need 40 from Ant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very underwhelming Western Conference Finals for him altogether, I think.
Anthony Edwards, 16, 6, and 4.
And then game 2, he had like 13 points or 18 points.
The Wolves' leading scorer was Jaden McDaniels with 22. Then DiVincenzo with Nikhil Alexander Walker had 23. DiVincenzo had 21 and McDaniels had 22.
Yeah, and Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards are nowhere to be found.
Randle had 5.
Yeah, Randle has just been Minnesota can't get
And
away.
on the same night, the Thunder get 40 from SGA, 34 from Jalen Williams, and 21 from Chet.
Jalen Williams is very, very, very. I would even say underrated. He's X factor
good
for sure. I don't know. I'm just not impressed by Ant or that Minnesota team in this.
Yeah, no, they don't look good.
Finals. Not good at all.
I'd like them to get him another piece. They got I like Cat. I thought him and Cat were a good duo. I don't know why they did that.
What they got out of Cat, what they're getting out of Randall now. Cat last year in the West Conference Finals went ghost.
Yeah, no, I
You
know
know,
what
they're
you
getting the
mean.
same thing out of
Look
Julius
what
Randle.
I was gonna say, Randall just did the same thing.
I don't know. They can't get away from that because Cat's having a pretty good Eastern Conference Finals, at least for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's move over to the Eastern Conference Finals here. The Indiana Pacers are leading the series 3-1 against Mackey's New York Knicks. Game 5 on Thursday, game in New York. What are our thoughts on this series? Knicks favored for game 5. 4.5 points for them, minus 185 on the money line. What are your guys' thoughts here heading into game 5?
This game's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mackie, what's gonna happen?
Um, I mean, you obviously got to win Game 5 on home court. You haven't won at home in this series yet. You look back at this series, and it's kind of going how you would expect it to, avoiding a 14-point comeback in 2.5 minutes. You expect this to be a 2-2 series going back to New York. Should obviously be a 2-2 series. You blow a 14-point lead in the final 2.5 minutes of a game, and you're sitting 3-1 going back to New York now. They're not really playing terrible basketball. Indiana does what they do best. They score points. They're so hard to beat defensively. And I'm not saying this is why we're down 3-1 in the series. I think we would be down 3-1 either, but the refs have also been absolutely terrible. Kind of both sides, but the Knicks are definitely getting the worst of it. I wouldn't say the series is over. I think, you take it one game at a time. Obviously, 5-point favorites in game 4 or game 5. Got to come out on top. You steal one in Indiana. We already stole one in Indiana, and you get a game 7 back at the Garden. I think it's going to be really tough to lose
Come in
that
and win that
game.
game.
But
Yeah.
I wouldn't count the series out just yet. We still have the best player in the series. And supporting cast just needs
Do
to.
you? He hasn't been on his. I mean, he did the first
Look at his
two.
numbers, Huff.
I know, but
Look at his numbers.
Halliburton is having a really good series in this conference finals.
He's had good games. He's
Yeah.
had good games.
Brunson just scores. He's a bucket. Those
I
first two
mean,
games, he was on fire.
you can't even argue he's not the best player. I wouldn't. Okay, Halliburton's probably the second best, but I mean,
He's definitely
yeah,
second best.
Siakam having 40 points
I
in
like
game 2. He's
Siakam.
the reason
Yeah.
they won. Halliburton had a terrible game 2. Game 1 it was Aaron Nesmith just because Halliburton hit the buzzer beater.
No, I know,
Forced
but
it to overtime.
Halliburton just didn't he have a triple double yesterday or to whenever that game was?
He was close to it with like 2 minutes left,
I think he got it.
but he had like 28 and 10 in the first half.
Let me see. I think he got it. I thought the Knicks were going to win that game.
I mean, they couldn't get stops. Indiana was doing what they do best. They're so hard to stop.
Yeah, Halliburton had 32, 15 assists, and 12 rebounds.
Yeah, he had an incredible game last game. I will say that, and I think he had 0 turnovers as well, which is really impressive when you're handling the ball that much. But Knicks just have to do what they do best. Brunson can't have a bad game. He had 29 through 3 quarters. I think he finished with 29 last game, so that's just not what we need to do. We have McCall Bridges taking step back threes when your clutch player of the year is sitting there on the bench. But I don't know. I wouldn't count the series out just yet. I think just take one game at a time. You got to win your home game.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I think it's going to be tough. I think this series could be maybe over in 6 if it gets back to the Garden for Game 7.
It could be over in 5. I mean, we come down.
I think the Knicks get one for their pride.
I think if we win Game 5, it's going to be a really tough game for Indiana in Game 6.
Really? They've
think
been
so.
good.
I mean, Knicks stole Game 3 from them.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying Indiana's a great team. They have a bench. They have a deep bench, and
They're just a full team. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be tough for sure, but not counting it out.
I originally said Knicks in 7, so now I'm switching the Pacers in 6. But if it goes Knicks in 7, I'm gonna play that card that I told you so. Even though you said the same thing, I think.
Well, it's hard to say Knicks in 7 right now if you're not a Knicks fan.
Yeah. I just can't. I think the Pacers are actually like too good. They've been in this spot last year. They lost. They got swept. That was a close series too. Dude, I was gonna text you. If the Pacers would have won Game 3 and it was 3-0 and it was another close game, I was gonna be like, this reminds me exactly of last year when the Celtics swept them.
4
They were
close
like
games.
10 points combined in all the
4
wins.
close games, yeah.
Because that's the worst way to lose a series is every game is close, but none of them go your way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's usually how hockey playoffs are, but hockey games have been kind of blowouts lately.
Well, that was Carolina against Florida, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the difference in the series is obviously that 14-point choke in Game 1.
I don't know. I think Thunder get it, but I think it's gonna be crazy if the Pacers
Oh,
make it again.
I
They're gonna
think
be they're gonna be big underdogs again in a series. They beat who? Who'd they beat in the first round?
Milwaukee
Bucks. Bucks, Cavs, Celtics. Or you guys beat the
Knicks,
Celtics. Bucks, Cavs, Knicks, and then they'd
OKC.
get the chance at the Thunder.
I think I think whoever plays OKC is kind of cooked regardless, but
Yeah.
OKC plays
You guys will be, like, dead if you have to go, like, play another series.
if OKC plays their game,
I
nobody's
think the
beating
Knicks
them.
can make this a series, but, I don't know. I think the Pacers are just so good. I don't think they win the finals. I'd like them to. That's who I'm definitely rooting for. Whoever comes out of the East, that's who I want to win.
Yeah, nobody wants OKC to
Yeah, no one
win.
wants OKC to win.
That's funny.
I mean, I don't hate that team. I
Oh, I
just
hate
would
them.
rather see
I hate them.
I would definitely rather see the Pacers win.
I hate OKC. I hate their style of play. I just hate everything about them.
I like some of their players.
Shai played great last game, though, I will say, and it takes a lot for me to give him his flowers.
I mean, he is good. He just does the foul bait.
But it's his game. It's not that he does it. Like Brunson does it here and there, but it's not his game,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Shai's game.
I know what you mean. I do like him though. Him, Chet. I like Jalen Williams. I like a lot of their players. I don't know. I just definitely would rather see the Pacers win. Like I said, whoever comes out of the East. The Knicks come back and win this, I'm gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. They just did that. Now, if they won the finals, that'd be crazy because they'd be big underdog. Either team that comes out, like you said, is gonna be big underdogs against Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
But
Big.
Pacers would do it again. It'd be crazy if they won, and I think they were underdogs against the Bucks.
No, they're favored. They're favored against
Alright.
the Bucks. They're obviously pretty heavy underdogs against Cavs. I think the Knicks were minus 140 in this series, so it was a close one here.
They'd be big ones. Whoever would get it would be a big underdog in the finals. To the Thunder.
Lots of good stuff there. 4 series in the conference finals, all sitting at 3-1. Game 5s tonight and tomorrow night, extending through the weekend if they get to 6. We will touch on that here this weekend if that happens. But let's jump over to the MLB here with our power rankings to start us off here. Number 5, the New York Mets. Number 4, Los Angeles Dodgers. Number 3, the Detroit Tigers. Number 2, the New York Yankees. And number 1, the Philadelphia Phillies. What are your guys' thoughts here on these power rankings heading into this week?
Scooble, perfect game, or not perfect game, complete game, 13
Basically
strikeouts.
a perfect game. I mean, that was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
They're definitely the best team in the American League, but I don't think they beat the Yankees
I
in
don't
the
know,
playoffs.
dude. Yankees are playing really good right now, too.
I was just gonna say I don't think they beat the Yankees in the playoffs. I think the Yankees are still the better team, but I think the Tigers are definitely very good.
Yeah, Tigers, Yankees, and Phillies are all playing incredible baseball right now. I think the Mets are falling off a little, but they're still right there to be in this rankings. Dodgers obviously doing the same thing. Do you see that thing where the Dodgers and Mets are like the same exact team to this point in the season? Like they had
What do you mean?
same record, same amount of home wins, same amount of away wins.
No, I didn't see that. That's cool.
Same. They're both 4-6 in their last 10. They both had like same run differential. It was crazy.
Ohtani's starting to pitch too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Not yet though, right?
They said probably around the All-Star break he's gonna pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he threw at batting practice or something the other day.
Yeah, I saw he was
Yeah.
doing live BP.
I know you
All
don't
right,
think he's a good. I know you don't think he's a good pitcher. I don't mean to get that going.
I don't think he's a
remember
bad pitcher. I just think he's an overrated pitcher.
If he was that good, he'd be pitching more.
Yeah.
he just got a new arm.
And I think it takes away from his hitting.
Fair. I wouldn't disagree.
One of my favorite baseball players of all time, Madison Bumgarner. He mashed. Not occasionally, but he mashed. Back when pitchers hit.
Not often.
A couple more points of news here in the MLB. Colorado Rockies set an unfortunate MLB record with Tuesday's 4-3 extra innings loss to the Chicago Cubs. The loss made the Rockies the first team in MLB history to lose 21 straight series, according to OptoStats. The stretch dates back to last season. Any thoughts on this? The Rockies just playing terrible all across the league, even worse at home. What are your guys' thoughts?
What are they? 8-45
No,
now.
they have 9. They have 9. Don't
Yeah, they have 9.
discredit. Don't discredit them. Yeah, it's so funny because like we're coming off like one of the worst series of all time in the Chicago White Sox, and now they're just like 10 times worse than that team ever was.
Yeah.
It's
I
actually hilarious.
I like the Rockies. I have that's
You
fine. I have a
like
White
the Rockies?
I like their uniforms, I should say that. I definitely don't root for them. I already have my own bad team over here. Although we're playing pretty nice baseball over the past 2
What? 'Cause
days.
you win 10-1, and now you guys are back on
Now we
track?
can score again, dude. It's crazy. That's the first time Skeens pitches and we win. We score 10 runs. I bet in his entire career.
Zach Gallen too.
Yeah. Shelled him.
Yeah, what a miraculous season by the Rockies. It's almost like a free sweep every time.
Yeah.
I think, like, every time I've checked their record, they've been 1-9 in their last 10. Like, at every point of the season, they've been 1-9 in their
I
last
believe it.
10. Except for when they won those back-to-back
So how
games.
many losses do they
I
have?
remember.
8, 9, and what?
46.
It's crazy. What are the Pirates? They're not much
20 and
better.
36.
23 and something.
You guys
or
are 10
22.
games better than them.
That's what I mean, dude. I don't make fun of those teams because we're there too.
We're
Yeah,
in the
you
top
can't
five
even
of the
win.
league. I
We
mean,
suck too. I can't make fun of those teams. You're a Mets fan. You can make fun of those teams. I can't.
Listen, I went through the ringer already. My childhood sucked.
21 and 36. That's what we are.
Yeah.
We're literally second to last place in the National League.
Yeah, but third to last in the league. Actually, fourth, I think.
third
Let
or
me
fourth.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, White Sox and the Orioles are both worse than you.
I can't believe the Orioles are just as bad as us.
Also,
Yeah, that's crazy.
those Athletics. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, they were good. They were like the Angels. The Angels just fell off way faster.
I like stopped paying attention for a little while, and the last time I checked, they're like second team in the wild card. And then I checked, and I saw that they were 23 and 33, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah,
They're
they went
1-9
on.
their last
They had a
10.
gauntlet on their schedule, and I think they probably went like fucking 2 and 14.
Yeah. Guess they're
Yeah, let me see who
those
they played. I
they
remember
fought.
looking at this.
Got Astros, they're 0-2. Phillies lost 2 out of 3. Angels lost 4 in a row. Giants lost 3 in a row. Dodgers lost 2 out of 3. Yankees lost 2 out of 3. So
They just fell apart. They were good at the beginning of the season.
They lost 11 games in a row. That's what it is.
What did I say? 2 and 14. It was probably just 11 in a row.
Yeah, 3 and yeah, they went 3 and 16 in that span.
Speaking of baseball, Skeens 6.2 innings, 4 hits, 0 runs, 0 walks, 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, great outing. Too bad he can't do it for you for more than another year and a half.
Yeah, too bad we'll trade him next fucking spring.
What a dog, though.
I
Right
don't
away,
think they trade
too.
him this offseason. I think he'll be a Pirate next year.
Oh, they're gonna trade him at the trade deadline if they're gonna trade him.
Yeah, not this year. They don't care how bad we are. He's the only thing that
Yeah,
sells
they
tickets.
have no idea. They don't care at all. Exactly. It puts asses in the seats.
They're making so much money off people buying his jersey and shit. You know what I mean? And just going to game. That's the only night it's like
Why don't they just
somewhat expensive to go to a Pirate game.
why don't they just invest in him? Like one player. You can invest in one player. Just do it.
There's been a million examples of that, and they just don't do it. Not necessarily to his level. He is no one has ever come in and done this fast.
Exactly.
Like McCutchen won the MVP, how many years after? I think 4 years.
But you just can't compare McCutchen to Paul Skeens.
Pitcher, yeah.
I mean, I guess you can compare like Garrett Cole, but Garrett Cole wasn't even as good as Paul Skeens was when he was in the Pirates.
Pete Garrett Cole was an Astro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was a dog as a Pirate.
But you knew what he was going to be when he was a Pirate. Yeah.
Yeah, he just wasn't yet. He wasn't as good as Paul Skeens.
No guy's done it this fast like Skeens. That's why it's like crazy that they're even talking about like we have him for 3 more years if we don't trade him.
2.
This year, next year, and then 1 more year.
No way. It's a 3-year rookie contract.
I thought it was 4.
Am I wrong?
Jesse, can you fact check that? See when Paul Skeens is a free agent.
4 would be crazy. That's a long time to hold on to someone and make him.
I swear we have him for 3 more years after this year. 2 more.
As 2027 pre-arbitration. So I
You're
assume
right,
that means
Mackie, 2027 because we've had him for 2 years. This
I
is
mean,
second
making
year.
a guy like that make rookie deal money for 4
I meant
years.
3 years, including this season. So 2 after, like next season, and 1 more year. You know what I mean?
Right.
He got a
No.
bonus of $9.2 million at his signing,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and he gets,
First
you know,
overall.
$875 a year, or
'But he's fucking Paul Skeens.
875.
He does whatever he wants. Like, he doesn't I know he wants to go to a different he probably definitely is gonna go to a different team. There's no chance he signs here, but I don't know. I hope we don't trade him in the next at least this I definitely hope don't think or hope we trade him soon, but if they do, you better get a good return for him. They played great today. Cruz looks awesome.
Yeah, that's my next point.
I
O'Neal
hope he's in
Cruz.
the home run derby. I really hope he's in the home run derby because we have nothing else to root for, so I
It's
love when the
something for
Pirates
this
get a guy in the
team.
derby.
O'Neal Cruz was my next point here. He took his unusual athletic exploits a step further Sunday afternoon, doing something nobody's done in the 10-year history of StatCast. The 26-year-old recorded the hardest hit ball ever tracked, driving a letter high four-seam fastball from Logan Henderson, 122.9 miles per hour off the bat in Pittsburgh's 6-5 series loss to the Brewers at PNC Park. The ball cleared the right field wall with ease, traveling a projected 432 feet and one hopped into the Allegheny River.
Yeah, he's on fire.
That's crazy.
He hit his 12th dinging today. It was a
Good batting.
absolute nuke. 230. I just looked at it. But he has 12 home runs,
Yeah, he's one of those guys. It's just
26
like,
RBIs, 841 OPS.
damn, Brian Reynolds batting 222.
Ryan Reynolds has sucked this year, and he's hurt.
He's usually your
Our guy.
IKF 297. Look at him.
He had a nice hit today.
3 for 4
It looked like
today.
it was a home run, but he hit it to the deepest part of the Diamondbacks field.
He was ass as a Yankee.
He's been a nice little utility player for us. I mean, some nights he doesn't hit, and some nights the whole team doesn't hit. But the past couple days, let's look at their most recent games. They've definitely been scoring since I chirped them last week. Let me see here. Obviously, they won 10-1 today, 9-6 last night, and then they lost 5-0. There it is. 6-5 to the Brewers, and then it was that streak of 2-1 and all the low-scoring games. So they've been hitting better. You get shut out once, but 9 and 10 your last two,
Not
and
bad.
on the road. It's a good team and good pitchers. Who pitched last night?
I don't know.
Mackey.
How was that? That was their bullpen though. He scored
It was-
7 in the eighth.
That Burrows guy went for us. And Corbin Burns went for them.
Yeah, but Corbin Burns wasn't in the 8th inning.
Wasn't what?
He wasn't in the 8th inning.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean.
He had 2 earned runs, pitched 7 innings, didn't go out there for the 8th. This guy Ginkle went in 0.1 innings, 4 hits, 5 earned.
Yeah.
Let's go Bucks.
They're only 16 games under 500.
On
I
the way
still haven't
back.
been to a game yet this year. That's very rare of me.
I haven't either. Gotta go. All right, lots of good stuff there out of the MLB. Not much else to touch on, but the Memorial Tournament for the PGA here this weekend. The U.S. Open at Oakmont here in Pittsburgh coming up shortly that we will be attending here in just about a month and a half. Anything else to touch on before we go?
Did they have the
Scotty's
odds
like-
up for the, did
I
they
think
have the
Scotty's
odds
like
up for
plus
the U.S. Open yet?
360.
For the Open, yes, they do. Scheffler's leading the board at plus 333.
No, he's
Rory
not.
at plus 600. Bryson at plus 800. John Rahm at 1100. Schauffele at 1600. And Morikawa at 2000.
It's because he's cooking up. He's been
Wait. Say the top three again.
Scheffler 333. Rory at plus 600. And Bryson at plus 800.
it's always
Yeah.
it's always top 3.
I'm probably going to take Scotty and somebody else because I'm not as confident in him going into this U.S. Open for one reason. I hope he wins. He's definitely my favorite guy, but he's been fucking pulling everything off the tee, it feels like. And if you're in the rough at Oakmont, you're fucked. I don't know
Yeah.
about him. He's a very good golfer. Definitely better than most. I think he can handle it. But from all the videos I've seen of him dropping a ball in there, you can't even see your ball.
Yeah, you can't. Scotty's plus 280 this weekend. Next highest guy is Morikawa plus 1600.
That's like last weekend when I took him. And he ended up coming back and getting fourth.
Did he get 4th? I thought he was down like
Yeah.
11 strokes.
No, yeah, he got fourth. He came back. He went crazy on Sunday. It was just too far out of reach.
Yeah, he was done. Dead in the water. What was that? What Charles Schwab.
Charles Schwab challenge or something. Yeah, that what's his name?
Yeah, he finished 8 under.
What's his name? Ben Griffin.
Ben Griffin, yeah.
Yeah, he was like 13 under going into Sunday. Scotty was like 6, I think it was,
Yeah, because he
maybe
went
less. I don't know. I think it
no,
was
he was 7 under. His 3rd round was the good one.
okay.
He shot 6 under
What did he
on
finish? Tied for
Saturday.
4th?
Tied for 4th, yeah, with Tommy Fleetwood.
All right. I think that's going to just about do it here for us this week. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week sometime, and we'll get to a full recap. Hopefully, be looking ahead at still some conference finals games. I want some of these series to not go 5 games. I hope we get some game 7s. Obviously, everyone loves that. But thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.